Imagine a talented young photographer named Chris Washington, who's gearing up for a weekend that's part sweet and part suspense. He's about to meet his white girlfriend Rose Armitage's family for the first time. Chris is a little hesitant. He knows how these visits can go, but Rose assures him her parents are the liberal type who would have voted for Obama a third time if they could. As they drive upstate, they hit a deer, which rattles Chris. A cop shows up and oddly asks Chris for his ID even though he wasn't driving. It's subtle, but the racial undertones are there. Rose defends him, which seems sweet. At first. When they reach the Armitage estate, things feel picture-perfect but just a little too rehearsed. Dean, Rose's dad, is a chatty neurosurgeon who tries too hard to be cool, and Missy, her mom, is a calm but unnerving psychiatrist. Then there are the family's black servants, Walter the groundskeeper and Georgina the housekeeper, who act polite but deeply robotic, like someone's forcing them to play nice. Missy insists on hypnotizing Chris to help him quit smoking. He hesitates but agrees. That's when things go off the rails. Using the sound of a clinking teacup, Missy sends Chris into the terrifying sunken place, where he watches the world from deep within his own mind, unable to move. It's chilling. He's aware, but paralyzed. The next day, a parade of wealthy white guests arrive for the Armitage family's annual party. They make all kinds of racially weird comments about Chris's physique, culture, and genetics, treating him like an exotic prize. One guest says black is in fashion. Chris is disturbed, but keeps it together. Then he meets Logan King, another black guest, who acts super off. Chris secretly snaps a photo of Logan, and when his flash fires, Logan suddenly freaks out. He charges at Chris screaming, "Get out!" and then collapses. Everyone blames a seizure, but Chris knows better. He sends the photo to his friend Rod, a TSA agent and comic relief hero of the film, who recognizes Logan as Andre Hayworth, a guy who went missing months ago. Chris's unease snowballs. He finds a hidden box full of photos, dozens of them, showing Rose with other black boyfriends and girlfriends. One of them is Walter. Another is Georgina. Turns out, Rose has lured many black people to the house before. Her whole sweet girlfriend act? A trap. Chris tries to leave, but Rose blocks him. Suddenly, the whole family turns hostile. Jeremy, Rose's aggressive brother, tries to tackle him. Missy clinks her teacup again, and Chris collapses into the sunken place. When he wakes, he's strapped to a chair, staring at an old TV. A recorded message from Rose's grandfather explains the twisted truth. Their family transplants the brains of white people into black bodies. Dean does the surgery. Missy handles hypnosis. And the victims' original minds get trapped in a helpless corner of consciousness, the sunken place. Chris isn't just a guest. He's a host body being prepared for auction. But Chris is smart. He uses the cotton stuffing from the chair to plug his ears, blocking the hypnosis trigger. When Jeremy comes to fetch him, Chris fakes being under, then brutally fights back. He kills Dean and Missy in a chaotic, bloody escape. He crashes a car into Georgina, only to realize too late she's Rose's grandmother. She regains awareness briefly and attacks him, forcing him to crash again. Rose appears with a rifle, acting cold and unbothered, like a true psychopath. Walter, possessed by Rose's grandfather, is with her. Chris flashes his phone light, briefly freeing Walter's original consciousness. In a shocking twist, Walter grabs the rifle, shoots Rose, then turns the gun on himself, ending the possession cycle. Chris tries to flee, but Rose survives and crawls after him, wounded and begging. He hesitates. For a moment, you wonder, will he spare her? But flashing lights appear. A police car. Chris freezes. We all know how this ends in real life. But surprise, it's Rod, his best friend, in a TSA car. "Man, I told you not to go up there," he says, shaking his head as Chris gets in. No big dramatic speech. Just quiet relief. Chris made it out. Get Out is more than just a horror movie. It's a razor-sharp commentary on racism. Not the loud, obvious kind, but the creepy, subtle kind hiding behind polite smiles and good intentions.
And there you have it. Get out, like and subscribe. See you in the next one.